recapping a 69-66 IU win over number 22 Ohio State. I am Alden Woods, and this is Sam Beisheisen from the Indiana Daily Student. We saw kind of an interesting game today. Sam, what did you see?
One of the more exciting games, I think, all year. Georgetown probably tops it a little bit.
Yeah.
But we saw an Indiana team that, coming back 5 days after being completely knocked down and just demoralized against Michigan State and East Lansing, came out today, and every opportunity that we kind of saw Indiana start to fall apart, or where we saw Ohio State maybe make a run, Indiana absorbed it. Indiana kind of, you know, against Michigan State, they were knocked down early and didn't get up. Today, it was an eerily similar start where they were down 9-2, came back, established a lead, and then every single time Ohio State, I guess, made a charge, they made a run, Indiana held off. They got a defensive stop here. They got a big Troy Williams dunk there to kind of get the crowd in. They scored whenever they needed to, seemingly, thanks to, I guess, James Blackman Jr., who had 18 points today, which was nice. I think 16 of those were in the second half. Indiana just, every chance they had to blow the game, didn't blow the game.
Which is surprising.
Which is weird that we're saying had a chance to blow the game, as if that was kind of the thought, the kind of assumed, but that's kind of where we're at with this Indiana team. And every single time they almost gave it away, they didn't, and that was a nice surprise for Indiana.
Yeah, Tom Crean said that Troy dunk that you mentioned was the key to the game. It woke up the team, and it really woke up the crowd. There are no students here right now, but it was still one of the louder environments that we've heard all year. I think it was the loudest environment that we've heard all year by far, and that just comes from being the Big Ten, being Ohio State, where Indiana fans really don't like Ohio State. And I don't really get why, but there's kind of a lot of animosity between IU and Ohio State right now. So, yeah, this was a big win for this IU team that's kind of been up and down and struggling, especially in the Big Ten. We saw Troy Williams have what I would call, again, his best ever career game. He finished with only 15 points, but he pulls down career-high 12 rebounds, 3 assists. He doesn't do anything stupid, and which is big. That's really big for Troy Williams.
It's zero stupid things. He tried to do something stupid when he tried to send a pass to James Blackman Jr. in transition, and it almost turned into a turnover when the game was kind of teetering back and forth. But then James caught it and hit a three-pointer.
Yeah, they scored.
So then it became smart.
Yeah.
Still a stupid decision.
Right.
Troy Williams, though.
That really is the key for Troy Williams at this point. Don't do dumb things. And it sounds simplistic and it sounds harsh, and I guess it sounds mean, but it really is, because for a year and a half we saw a Troy Williams who was just out of control. And since the Butler game, we haven't seen that Troy Williams come back.
No, we saw Troy Williams kind of go away against Michigan State.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 0 points, played 17 minutes, I think, had 2 rebounds. And, it just didn't look like the same Troy we've been seeing, those other games, ever since the suspension and coming back from that. I think this is the Troy Williams we need to expect to see, as the one that came out today. Like you said, 6 of 13, 15 points. Really, he is that energizer. As much as I think momentum is kind of silly, or it doesn't really mean much. It's not really a thing. That's what it is. It doesn't exist. But Tom Crean talks about it like it's this holy grail of everything that you need to take.
He always says you need to grab it. You need to have the momentum, and you need to take it from them, and you can't take it from you.
Right. No. And today's like, I guess we just had momentum a little bit longer. I don't know if that exactly exists, but what Troy Williams does provide is those dunks. He had 3 or 4 today, that any of those 3 or 4 could end up on SportsCenter, where it does get the crowd excited. It demoralizes the other team. If you get dunked on, or if you get dunked, you see the other team dunk a little bit, you get upset, you get sad. Troy Williams can make the other team sad by dunking, and it can make him really happy, which is, I guess, good. And
that's all he wants to do.
That's all he wants to do is dunk.
Dunk the ball, and buy a lion when he gets older.
Probably those 2 things: buy a lion and dunk a lion. I mean, Troy Williams is playing this good. We've seen what we saw today. Indiana picks up. I mean, you're at home. You're expected to win at home, but still, being number 22 Ohio State is a big deal. Come a month from now, we'll be saying that after every game. Come a month from now, or come March. But this was another big win for Indiana.
Right, and we're in the Big Ten, season where every win is a big win, and every loss is a crushing, demoralizing loss. Unless you play Wisconsin, because you're going to lose to Wisconsin. They're going to go 18-0 in the Big Ten this year. It's just a fact. Yeah.
They might lose to randomly Rutgers.
No, they're not going.
No, never mind.
They're not going to lose to Rutgers. Anyway, but also Yogi Ferrell finished with just 10 points today, 2 rebounds. It wasn't the Yogi Ferrell performance that we've come to expect over the last 2 years, where he's dropping 22, 23 points a night, every night. But Crean said he had a good game, and I think he had a good game as well. He guarded Shannon Scott. At certain times he switched over and he guarded he did not. He guarded D'Angelo Russell. At certain times he switched over and he guarded Shannon Scott, who were both great guards in the Big Ten. And he didn't really shut him down, but he did as well as you can expect somebody who's 5'10", listed at 6 foot to do.
Yeah, he is IU's best two-way player. Tom Crean says it over and over again. It's true. He's the best defensive player and the best offensive player on the floor at all times. And he didn't. It's not that he struggled at times. It's just that he went away at times. Like it's just he wasn't there. He wasn't looking for a shot necessarily. I mean, he kind of let a guy like James Blackman and Troy Williams do their thing, which isn't a bad thing when you come out with a win. Other weird thing that happened. Ted Valentine today. Oh God. Twitter hates you,
He makes
Ted
me
Valentine.
sad. I hate you, Ted Valentine. You make me sad.
I still don't fully understand his decision with the 3 seconds on the shot clock. There was a tipped ball.
So
James Blackman Jr. kind of tipped it, and it might have been a backcourt violation, but it wasn't at all because that's not how rules work.
So that happened right in front of me. I was sitting over there, and IU's got the ball on the sideline. They're inbounding it with 3 seconds on the shot clock. They pass it in. It's tipped. So Ted Valentine doesn't see the tip. It goes over the half court line, so you can pick it up. Ted Valentine doesn't see that it's tipped, so he blows his whistle to stop it with 1 second left on the shot clock. Immediately after he blows his whistle, he says, "No, never mind.
Can't do
it's
that.
fine," which you can't do.
No.
Just like if you make a bad call, just stick with it. It's fine. We will respect you far more if you do that. So he says, "No, never mind." So the only thing he did was he took away 2 seconds of IU's shot clock, and they turned it over immediately.
Yeah,
He's so bad at his job.
that was really weird today. Honor was really weird today. Like, remember how he had like 86 seconds to play against Michigan State without 2 fouls?
How long did he make it tonight, Sam?
84 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a step backwards. That's not good. Honor is playing himself out of the starting lineup.
He played 8 minutes tonight, and he fouled out.
0 for 1 shooting.
Yep.
At 4 points. Good 4-4 from the line.
But he fouled out in 8 minutes.
He fouled out in 8 minutes.
And when you're the starting center on a team that has more big man depth than we thought at the beginning of the year, but it still has no big man depth.
Yeah, thanks to guys like Colin Hartman, who was playing 4/5 today with other 4/5 player Troy Williams.
Right.
A lineup that was working.
Colin Hartman was IU's closing center today.
It's
He played the last 5 minutes
over
at the
Emmett
center.
Holt.
Yeah.
That was weird. I thought during that closing stretch it'd be Emmett Holt. It turns out it was good that it wasn't because Colin Hartman had 2 like ridiculous Colin Hartman blocks.
I don't know how he does that.
Yeah, he had 3 blocks today,
He did.
which that's weird. That shouldn't be happening.
He's a good player, man. He just makes plays.
He plays with a lot of heart.
Stop. All right, so we're gonna end on that note. I'm sorry about that. IU's next game is Tuesday night in Assembly Hall against Penn State. We will again have full coverage of that. In the meantime, check our stuff on idsnews.com and on newsstands on Monday.